The sound of squeaky shopping cart wheels echoed through the aisles of the neighborhood grocery store, blending with the low hum of chatter, price check beeps, and the faint music playing overhead. Marcus Williams, a tall black man in his early 40s, pushed his cart slowly, scanning the shelves. His daughter, Jasmine, skipped alongside him, clutching a small stuffed rabbit she carried everywhere. "Daddy, can we get the strawberry cereal this time?" she asked, tugging at his sleeve. Marcus chuckled. "We'll see, Jas. You ate half the box last time and left the rest for the ants." They laughed together, their bond clear to anyone watching. But not everyone in that store saw what was really in front of them. 2 police officers had been called in, supposedly about a suspicious man moving around the store. And the description? A tall black male with a beard, looking out of place. Marcus had no idea as he compared 2 different jars of peanut butter, humming softly to himself. The officers entered quietly at first, scanning the aisles. Their eyes landed on Marcus almost instantly. Without hesitation, they approached. "Sir," one of them said firmly, "we need to have a word with you." Marcus turned, surprised. "Me? Yeah, you. Step away from the cart." Jasmine's smile disappeared, her grip tightening on the stuffed rabbit. "Daddy?" Marcus raised his hands slowly, his voice calm. "Officer, is there a problem?" "You match the description of a suspect. We're gonna need you to come with us," the second officer said, already reaching for his cuffs. Other shoppers began to stare. Some whispered. A few pulled out phones. Jasmine began to cry. Marcus's heart pounded, not out of guilt, but from the all-too-familiar fear that any wrong move could escalate things. He kept his eyes steady. "Officers, I'm here with my daughter. I'm just buying groceries." The first officer's tone sharpened. "We'll figure that out later. For now, step away from the cart." The situation escalated quickly. One officer tried to take his arm. Jasmine screamed, "Don't take my daddy," her voice pierced through the store like a siren. That was when a voice called out from behind the crowd, "What the hell do you think you're doing?" Everyone turned. A man in a sharp suit, flanked by 2 store managers, walked briskly toward them. He carried himself with an authority that made even the officers pause. "Sir, please step back," one officer said. But the man didn't step back. He looked at Marcus, then back at the officers. "Do you even know who this is?" The officers glanced at each other, confused. "He fits the description of." "No, he doesn't," the suited man cut in sharply. "This is Dr. Marcus Williams. Former Marine. Harvard graduate. And currently the head of one of the largest nonprofits in this state, serving underprivileged communities, including funding programs for kids of fallen police officers." The grocery store fell silent. Shoppers froze. Even the office's expressions shifted, their confidence faltering. Marcus didn't move. He just held Jasmine close, whispering to calm her down. The suited man stepped closer. "You're harassing a man who's done more for this city than either of you could possibly imagine. Do you even realize who you just put your hands on?" The younger officer stammered. We got a call. A description." The man's voice dropped, cold and sharp. "A description, or an excuse? Because what I see is a father buying groceries with his daughter." The weight of his words hung in the air. Phones continued recording. Marcus finally spoke, his voice calm but filled with pain. "Gentlemen, do I look like a criminal to you? Or do I just look like a black man who doesn't belong in your eyes?" The officer's silence said more than words ever could. Jasmine wiped her tears against his chest, whispering, "Daddy, can we just go home?" The suited man turned to the store manager. "This man's groceries are on the house today. And I want a formal apology issued right here, right now." One of the managers, flustered, nodded quickly. Of course, Dr. Williams. We're so sorry." But Marcus held up a hand. "Don't apologize to me. Apologize to my daughter. She's the one who'll carry this moment with her." The manager knelt down, stammering an apology to Jasmine, who clutched her stuffed rabbit tightly. Her big eyes searched for honesty in his words. Meanwhile, the officers stood frozen, unsure what to do. Finally, one muttered, We're sorry, sir." Marcus looked at them, his gaze steady. "Don't be sorry to me. Be better the next time you see someone who looks like me. Be better for the next father you stop in front of his little girl." The silence that followed was deafening. The suited man gently put a hand on Marcus's shoulder. "Come on, let's finish up here. I'll walk you out." Marcus nodded, gathering himself. He pushed the cart forward, Jasmine still glued to his side. Every step toward the checkout was heavy, but also powerful, because everyone watching knew they had just witnessed more than a grocery store misunderstanding. At the register, the cashier whispered, "I'm so sorry about what happened." Marcus just gave a small smile. "Thank you." As he walked out the door, sunlight spilled onto the parking lot, warm and steady. Jasmine looked up at him and said, "Daddy, are you okay?" Marcus knelt down, eye to eye with her. "I'm okay, baby. As long as I've got you, I'm always okay." The suited man watched them, a look of quiet admiration on his face. Then he turned back toward the stunned officers and crowd. "Remember this moment," he said. "Because this is America at its best, and its worst. And it's up to us to choose which side we stand on." Marcus opened the car door, helped Jasmine into her seat, and kissed her forehead. As he slid into the driver's seat, he looked back one last time at the store, the officers, the crowd. Then he started the engine, pulled out slowly, and drove away, his head held high, his daughter safe by his side.